Hello everybody, I'm going to be showing you guys how to change the rear VTEC gasket on a 2007 Honda Accord. I'm pretty sure this applies to all 2.4 liter Honda engines, but right now I'm just going to let it cool down because I just finished driving it like 30 minutes, so I'll come back right now. Alright, so I let it cool down for a bit. We're going to go back here towards the passenger side, and we are going to remove these two clips. This one and this one. So you might need some pliers. You just press on the tab and you got it out. Now we go towards the next one. I need to find where the tab is on that one. Alright, so as the next connector, the tab, as you can see, is on the left side. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out now. Alright, as you can see, I have disconnected it. It was not that hard. Just push down on the tab and wiggle it side to side. And as you can see, the other one is as well unplugged. All right, and once you have disconnected those, you go back here and you are going to loosen these three 10mm bolts. You might have to do this by feel, so if your engine is still hot, be careful that you don't burn yourself. And just to keep in mind, you might need a long socket to reach the bolts. Sometimes the short ones don't reach past that metal, this little metal bend right there. So just something to keep in mind. All right, I broke them loose. I'm gonna start just taking them out by hand with the socket. So I'll come back to you guys when I've taken this thing off. And by the way, make sure you have a catch can or something. You don't necessarily need to lift up the car to put anything down there. Maybe just a small tray, and that's pretty much it. All right, so one thing to keep in mind when you're taking your last bolt out, you're gonna need to take the bolt out together with this thing. You know, you're gonna take it off together. I'll show you. I hope you can see. Pretty sure you guys can see. Yeah. So there. I got it right here. All right, so this is the gasket that we will be replacing. It looks pretty flat, so this thing itself is covered in oil, so that's one thing that will let you know if you're leaking from this specific gasket. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace this. And sadly, I am not using the OEM. This is I honestly don't know, but this is the part number. You can search up the Honda part number for this. So let's go ahead and install it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use a pick. Try not to scratch any of the metal. So I think we can just grab it from right here and perhaps pull up. If not, I think we'll kind of poke it and pull it up. Just make sure you don't hit the metal. All right, once you've pulled it up, just take it out. All right, so make sure you always compare your gaskets, your old and your new. So we'll go ahead and install this. Put the gasket on, and sorry I didn't record this, but so the same way you took it out with the bolt in, you're gonna install it as well. So I did that. I still need to put the other two in, and I'll tighten them down right now. I'll come back to you guys. All right, so once you have tightened a bit of those bolts, you're gonna torque those down to 8 foot-pounds. All right, so once you have torqued down all your bolts, you're ready to connect both connectors. Just plug them in and make sure you hear that click. Might be better if you use your right hand. Won't be able to see it really on camera, but in person you will if you have a light. All right, now it's in. So from now, I'll just remove my light and make sure The car is ready to start, and I will look down here for any leaks. I will turn on the vehicle first, then use my light to see if there's any leaks coming from this area. All right, so I'm gonna start the vehicle now. Oops. And we're gonna go towards the front. And we're gonna see here if we see any sort of leaks, anything leaking down onto the axles or down onto the frame or rack and pinion, anything over there. And you can also check on the floor. So make sure there's no leaks, and I'll go on from there. All right, and that's pretty much it. Once you have confirmed that you have no leaks, you can take it on a test drive. If you want, you can check after as well. But other than that, that's it. If you guys have any recommendations about my video, let me know. I will be posting more videos like this, so stay tuned. But for now, that's it. I'll see you guys on the next one.